noise for Stephanie Holmes. Let her hear it. Give it up for Sheba, everybody. Working hard for you. Let her hear it. I'm from Indiana originally. I'm just going to get into it. I'm from Indiana. Thank you, everyone. I grew up in a trailer park in Indiana. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. Oh, really? In Texas. Yeah, I grew up in a trailer park in Indiana. Made it, right? Here I am performing it for 20 people in a basement on the first floor. Living the dream. But you know, if you grew up in a trailer park, you have to do very little to make it. You've accomplished it all because you're here in New York City. You've lived the dream. Here's the thing, okay? Please continue to talk. I'm only living my dream up here. You're directly in front of me. I can see you. Plus, you've got a giant afro. There's no way to miss you. Here's the thing. I read this, okay? There's a law in Indiana and in a lot of states that a convicted child molester can't live within so many miles of a church or a school, so they all just end up living in the same place. Interestingly enough, found this out the last time I was home. 17 convicted child molesters live in the trailer park that I grew up in. 17. But here's the thing. Here's the really messed up part. I was never molested. How ugly do I feel? You know? What was I doing wrong? I was 12, you know? That's what they're into. I performed the last time I was in Indiana. I was really nervous because I've never performed there, let alone done stand-up comedy, plus it's the Midwest. How's it gonna go, you know? I get up on stage, I look out into the audience, it is full of people that I went to high school with. Yeah, but then I just thought to myself, what's the worst that could happen, Stephanie? They all don't fuck you again, and I'm Stephanie, if you forgot from the beginning, that's fine. Some girl that I went to high school with, she put on her Facebook page the day Barack Obama was elected, Barack Obama is like Hitler. That's how they feel in Indiana, yeah. I sent her a message, and I asked her why, and she said, he's a great speaker, and he rallies people behind him, like Hitler. I think if we're gonna compare him to somebody in history who did that, right, we could find somebody a little bit more positive, you know, like Jesus. I think Barack Obama and Jesus have a lot more in common, aside from both being great speakers, both brown, and never knew their dad. Every time I see Michelle Obama, I think she probably gives a great hand job, right? Have you seen her arms, guys? I'm going to vote for Barack. I'm going to vote for Barack Obama. I am. I like him because he is for gay marriage, which is something that is important to me, and he repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which I think is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Don't ask, don't tell if you don't know. It means you can't be gay in the military. Thank God he reversed that. You can't be gay in the military. That makes no sense to me. If I had it my way, completely gay military. Everyone in the military would be required to be gay. No, hear me out. No, listen to me, okay? Right? You send an entirely gay military into Afghanistan. Bravo does a special on it. They call it Queer Eye for the She-Eye. You're gonna watch that show. There's a lot of sand over there, a lot of beige. They're gonna add colors that pop. Make the place look nice. Then you send over the lesbians, they adopt up all the orphans, they flip the whole place for a profit. Mission accomplished, I say. I loved the tentative applause break. It was one clap and then realizing no one else was doing it. And then afraid again. You guys are great because you're like, ha, next. There are some people in this country that say that you can pray the gay away, which I know is not true. If you could pray the gay away, my junior and senior prom dates would not have been gay. But I do believe in the power of prayer, I have to say that I do. I think if you put it out there, it comes back. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was in preschool, I was the understudy to play Mary in my preschool's nativity scene. Mary, lead female part, I wanted it. So I prayed, and guess what happened? Bitch got chicken pox. God is real! But he's sort of a dick. When I was going through puberty, and I think a lot of girls did this, I prayed for big boobs. I thought this is going to be very important one day. Dear God, please give me big boobs. And I prayed, and look what happened, guys. God is real. But he's sort of a dick. I got a valued customer email from Papa John's last week, and yes, for a minute I considered printing it and using it as my suicide note. But then I got high and I ate Papa John's. The plan. You guys smoke weed? Yeah, I love it. I love to smoke a big bowl and then watch Intervention. Who's with me? Hilarious when you're high, right? You get baked, you watch a woman chug Listerine, you sit there, you go, this bitch has got a problem. You know, it puts things in perspective, I feel. I appreciate Sheba hosting the show. I appreciate that there was a girl up before me. A lot of times these shows, they only put one female comedian on. They think they need their token woman. I actually went to a party recently and I met a guy. I said, what do you do? He said, he asked me what I did. I said, oh, I'm a comedian. He said, oh, you know all female comedians aren't funny, right? I said, oh, okay, well, what do you do? He said, I'm a banker. I said, oh, you know all bankers are pieces of shit, right? He said, no, you misunderstand. I'm a bank teller. I said, oh, you know all bank tellers are black ladies with elaborate fingernails, right? Just walked away. I'll leave you with this. I read that Lifetime is remaking the movie Steel Magnolias. Do you remember that movie? They're remaking the movie Steel Magnolias, made-for-TV movie, completely black cast, entirely African American remake of Steel Magnolias. You remember that movie, right? It's about a bunch of ladies that hang out at a beauty parlor, and one has diabetes. Yeah, I could see it. Why was that movie ever about white people? Now that we're thinking about it. Don't try to not laugh, you son of a bitch. I see you. I'm like, don't want to laugh at this racist white girl, but I have to. Back to you. He's a black guy. He likes curvy white ladies. Me and you after the show, sir. I love a movie with a completely black cast, like Dreamgirls with Beyonce. Have you seen that movie? When Jennifer Hudson, she goes up on stage and she sings this song that every drag queen in New York sings. And I am telling you, I cry every single time. Not because it's so beautiful. It makes me want to be black really bad. I want to be that moving and soulful. I want to be able to wear yellow, but I can't. There are some movies I watch and they make me want to be black, like Sister Act. You know, I want to be the cool black nun. And there are some movies I watch and they make me don't want to be black, like The Color Purple. And I think it's interesting that Whoopi Goldberg